Hi everyone, welcome back. So finally sitting down to make this video. I do have a similar video on my channel. I will list it in the description if you want to check that out. That's just my general main jewelry cases or organizers that I have and that I'm using at my house. Now I did want to do a video where I talk about my traveling jewelry cases or pouches that I love and that I think are really nice to have when you're on the road and you are minimal in your traveling. So this is definitely not for somebody who takes on 2-3 suitcases for a week. This is for somebody who's using a carry-on only. So no hate, it's just a personal preference, right? I'm actually planning my trip that's coming up soon, and I will be taking one of these items, maybe two, with me, depending on the clothing that I decide to have. I will be traveling with only a suit, not even a suitcase. It's going to be a carry-on, but it's going to be like a duffel more, so it's easier to maneuver in Europe rather than a rolling suitcase or a carry-on where it's hard shell and it's hard to kind of bend the corners. So I just wanted to do this quick video because it's been on my mind. So let's go ahead and dig in. So again, you'd see different sizes depending on what kind of travel you do. If you're traveling with more than one suitcase, then this is not a video for you. You can, pretty much take any amounts you want and you can pick any organizer you want. So let's start with the big ones. So this is from Vera Bradley. This is my most recent purchase, and this is a zip around. I love my zip arounds. If you have a snap closure on your jewelry pouches or cases, not bad, but I never just go with a snap. I always prefer a zipper around for more protection. I don't do the foldovers. I don't do any of those, as long as there's a zipper. If you have a snap and a zipper, amazing, but I prefer a zipper. So this is on one side zipper only, not like two side zippers that you see. And let's take a look. I don't remember the full amount. This is what they tell you that it was. This is not what I paid. So definitely this is a crazy amount. So I'll tell you how much I paid for this at the end, but I just wanted you to see what you can put inside. So there's 5 snap closures here on this side, and then you have 3 little pockets in here that you can put them and lower them down there. Now, in order for you to protect this from this side, you have a little zipper pouch that goes in here, and then you have plenty of space here as well for your bracelets or maybe something else, right? You see that. Now, on this side, and I love this side, as you can see, I've been moving this, but on this side you have another zip pouch, which is fantastic, maybe for your bracelets again. And then you have the little snap for your rings or your hoops, earrings. You can do this as well. So if you don't want to put them in here, you can put the hoop earrings here, or you can unsnap this and put the hoop earring on this as well. So you have many options. And then I think I counted about 12 holes, so you can pick 12 holes in there on each. So 12 holes, but if you use for one earring, that's 6 and 6, 12 earrings in total, if I calculated correctly. It's very spacious. It's nylon or kind of fabric-y, so you can bend if you have it empty, so it doesn't take up much space. It can lay flat or bulk up if you have a lot of stuff in here. Now, they have another pouch, and I did want to mention it. It's a little bit different. I think the size is exactly the same. It is a little cheaper than this one. But the difference is this. Instead of having the zipper pouch here through the whole length of the item, they have it down here. And I don't know if it goes all the way in, possibly. Don't quote me. But I do not like it because instead of having this whole length for your rings and the earrings, these 3 only go halfway. So imagine having this is the length of them all, and then here you have the pouch. Even if the pouch goes in all the way, it doesn't really matter, because first of all, it's that long. I'm not sure what you're gonna do with that long, so it's not as convenient, I would say, as this one for me personally, right? This is just my opinion. These are the things that I will be using, so they need to fit me. On top of it, you guys, if this is all you get, There's not a lot of earrings, especially if you have to like put them all together and they're gonna get scratched and you have to be careful with them. So it doesn't really give you a lot of items to put in here, which is a little bit frustrating. This is why I picked this one, because even if you spaced the earrings out, you have plenty of room to take as many earrings as you want, especially if you're traveling light and if you're traveling only for like a week or so. Even if you're traveling for 2 weeks, that's plenty of space in here. So again, they do have a similar pouch. I'm not big on it just because they give you so much less space, and for the difference of a couple of dollars, this is worth getting this specific one rather than the one that they have less space for the earrings. I do want to mention another item that's very similar to this. I looked at it. It's almost identical to this. Is Kipling. Kipling with a little, is it orangutan or is it like gorilla? I think it's a gorilla. So they have a similar one. It's sold out. I think the name is Lajas. I think that's the name of the pouch. It is sold out. If you can find it on the secondary markets, awesome. If you don't, then it is what it is. Originally I wanted the Kipling one because the sizes are almost the same. It's not much of a big of a difference, but I couldn't find it anymore. So I went with this one because it was similar and it was on sale. Now let me tell you the price. This is what they tell you is the prices. I don't believe this. This is not the original price that they actually had it on the website. And again, be careful when you're buying, because take a look on the pictures on the inside. They're very similar, but the cheaper version actually has the smaller compartments for earrings and rings, which I did not want. So in total, this is not the price that they're selling. I think they were selling it for about $50-$60. That's on the website. And then they had a sale. On top of it, I got a discount, you guys. And with the discount, with the sale, with the free shipping, I purchased this item for $32, which I think is fantastic. $32 for such a case is beautiful. If you don't find this one, or you don't want to spend so much money, if you can find the Kipling Lajas jewelry case, I think they're almost identical, slightly different in size, but almost identical. Let's move on. Very similar to this is this one. It's slightly smaller. I didn't realize that it's going to be as small as I expected it. This is my regular case. I reviewed it in my other video. You can check it out again in the description. I'll put it maybe in the comments as well, so it's easier to find. But I use it as regular safekeeping for my regular silver jewelry. And I was browsing through it and I'm like, hey, wait a second, this is good for travel. So it literally is this almost the same in size. So yes, it's a little lengthy, but not as much. On top of it, can you see that? It's almost the same. It's almost the same width. Not much difference. Obviously, if the nylon case is empty, yes, it's gonna be slimmer. But check that out, you guys. You see that? It's way slimmer. So even though it's lengthier slightly, almost the same in width, it is much slimmer. So I was very surprised, pleasantly surprised, because I'm like, wait a second, I thought this was way bigger. Let me show you the insides. The insides are actually packed nicer than this one, I think, personally. So we have a zipper pouch here. I'm not going to show you my jewelry for now. Just want to show you the cases. I can do a different video on that. So we have a zipped pouch here. We have the little rubber bands here for, let's say, bracelets and necklaces. We have another zipped pouch here. Plenty of room. Separates this side. We have earrings. You can have three pairs of earrings. What I did is I did an extra hole. I think that was me. Yeah, I think I did it myself. So it's 3 earrings that you can put. Obviously, you can put earrings in your zip compartments as well. But I did another extra hole here in case you want to put more earrings. You can put as many holes as you want, obviously. And then we have a whole line of rings, 4 rings. So there's plenty of room in this. And last is the zip pouch again. So you have 3 zipped pouches, plenty of room. That's more than there. You have a whole line for rings. We have less space for earrings, but you can make space with little holes, as well as you can use any other compartments for the earrings as well. Even here, you can put hoops through the rubber bands as well. So I did not expect this baby to This is amazing. Obviously, this is no longer being sold. Unfortunately, someone asked me about this. I did not see exact item on Amazon. I couldn't find it. This was originally bought in Zales. It's not their item, but they were selling it through them. So it's fantastic. It's supposed to be leather. I do see a little bit of cracking, but you guys, I've had this for maybe 15 years. You see the cracking? But I've had this for 15 years, obviously in storage, so I would not, it's protected. But this is such a nice find. I think this was like 20 bucks when I purchased it 15 years ago, but this is incredible. It's slim, it's nice, it takes, it can take a lot of jewelry. So these are for the big ones. So it's either Very Bradley for me, this one, unfortunately not sold. And by the way, you guys, I will put the links in the description of anything that I can find. If it's no longer available, I am so sorry, but I will try my best to find if anything is available. Now, let's continue with the slightly smaller ones. We have 3 similar pouches, and I'm going to show you each one, the goods and the bads about them. And, it's up to you. And let me know which one you like, actually, because they're all different. I do have a favorite as well, but I'm not going to mention it until I finish with every single one. So we have a first item, which is Tory Burch, beautiful purple eggplant color. Love this purple. So it's this, again, zip. I love the zips. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. We have the little Tory Burch here. We open it, and there's nothing here. And there's this whole little pouch with little drawstring thing. I think this is extra. I think this is a little bit unnecessary for the string to pull and close up the whole thing. I think it takes up a little bit more space. I wish they would not have this. I would be fine with just a zip around, and I'll tell you why. But it's just one big huge compartment, so there's no separation. There's nothing that separates each piece of jewelry, which is unfortunate. So I would actually use my own separators or little pouches and then put them in here, which is a little bit inconvenient, I think. On top of it, when you put the separations or separated pouches in here, this bulks up, so this takes up so much room. Look at this. All this extra fabric takes up half of the space, which is not very convenient or thought out. Personally, for me, I would prefer something different. This is not it. Or remove this altogether. I considered actually cutting this out, but I don't know if I want to do this. It's an idea though. Maybe I'll come back to it. Maybe I'll cut it out. I'll figure it out. Now, gorgeous, stunning, one of the items that I'm planning to take with me on this specific trip. Similar to this one, very similar in size, is this. Slightly larger, as you can see, but it does have a plus size to this, and I'll tell you in a second. You see that? So the size differs slightly, not much, but yes. Now, even though this one is bigger, and this is Kipling, ignore this. I took this out. I think it was in a way, and it added a bulk, so I actually cut it out carefully. All you see is the stitching, where the stitching was, but it's not holes. It's just where the stitching was. Now, exactly the same 2 items. Why I like this is because I'll show you this one as well, but I want to mention this. This is some kind of faux fabric. I'm sorry, for leather. I don't think it's real leather for the price that it was. I don't think it is. It's convenient. It looks very pretty. It's nice. It feels good. It's wipeable. But this is fabric. You can squeeze it. If it's empty, you can bend it, and look, it becomes slim, right? Almost flat. This, you can't do this. You can, but what's going to happen is with age, this is going to crack. So where you have the creases, it will crack, and it's not going to be as pretty, and then it will not last you as long. If you don't care, you don't care. But I do prefer my items to last. So that's the only issue. It's smaller, but you cannot really push it down, because then it's going to screw up this fall material, whatever it is. But I love the color. So with this one, similar, we have a zip around. Again, I love me zip arounds. It's the best thing. We have something different. We have the little snap which I think they were missing it. Tory Burch kind of screwed up there. Kipling is cheaper, and yet it's better. So we have the little holder here. We have the little snap here for earrings, for rings, for hoops, and you can drop them off here. Again, way better than that. You have the little thing here, again, drawstring thing. Oh, here you go. You see that? That's what I cut out. So this was here. Now, this even takes, I'm gonna put it here. This takes up less space. So check that out. Yes, they have similar thing, but because of the material, it actually takes up way, way less space. So I might not even take this whole out because I can actually put something in here and then use this as separator. This feels like shoelaces, but it is what it is. I mean, the price is way different than with that thing, but so it looks a little homey with the, but you can change it up yourself. It's very easy to do with a little safety pin. You can change this to whatever you want, or to a little like rubber band thing. Very easy to do at home. Tiny little project, doesn't take up a lot of time or struggle. And then on top of it, you can use this as a separator. So there's room here that you can actually put stuff here. You can put stuff here. So I love this case, and I would have to say that this is my favorite out of this two. So you can see similar, almost similar size. Yes, it's slightly larger, but you can do whatever you want with it. You can wash it. And then the separators are way, way better than Tory Burch. So Tory Burch is, I mean, brand doesn't mean quality, right? So these are the two. Let's continue. Similar to these two, and this is my favorite at heart, but I don't use it as often. As you can see, it was a tight fit. This is Tiffany & Co. And this was my first, I think it was one of my first purchases at Tiffany & Company. Beautiful, tiny jewelry case. Travel again. As you can see, it kind of gets messed up here. Now, it's very similar to Tory Burch in that sense that it's small. Now, it's a little bit different. As you can see, there's no snapping here as in Kipling. It does have a little space here and a little space for your rings or for your earrings. That's all it is, pretty much. It's my favorite. I'm holding on because of the iconic Tiffany blue, Tiffany & Co. Company. Obviously, they don't sell this anymore, by the way. This is, I guess, what you call now vintage or retro. No longer available. I love this baby. I don't use it as much. It just sits at my house, covered beautifully. Sometimes I put my special item in here just as a safekeeping at my home, but I don't really usually travel with it. It's very small, but there's not much you can put. Again, you don't want to squeeze this. It does have some kind of, I don't think it's cardboard. I don't think it's, maybe paper, but I would not try to squish it. I would not try to like bend it like I would do with Kipling. Obviously, you can't wash this. So it has a soft spot in my heart, but not very practical, I would say. I do want to mention I do like this way better than Tory Burch still, because of those little spaces for your ring. So again, similar to the Kipling and the Tory Burch, but this, I just wanted to show you this one little item. If you want to feel luxurious, I'm sure you can buy similar, or you can try to find one on secondary market. I think this one is available. Tory Burch, I don't think they sell that anymore, but you can find similar items, and then you can, again, secondary market, they have them all over the place, and they're slightly different. And then the last item, and I think this is my most used item, you guys, is this little guy. It's the cheapest one. So all it is a little pocket with a snap and a zipper. So I use this everywhere. This is a small size. I don't remember if this is the smallest or if this is a medium size. I don't remember, but I use this guy everywhere. It's in my bag. So if I'm taking, let's say, one of these items in my carry-on and I never let it go because I might have nice items in there, I don't use this on a daily basis. When I travel, let's say I'll pick this and I'll pick this. This is gonna be my carry-on, and this is just extra stuff that I wanna wear. Where This is in my bag, my everyday bag. So if I'm at work or if I'm going somewhere for the day, I always have it in my baggie. If I have to take off my earrings, if I have to take off my rings, especially rings, usually it's rings in the bathroom or in doctor's office, you don't know, you never know. I have this in my little somewhere on the bottom. I just put it, it's slim, you can wash it. It's on a zipper, so you're not worried. I take off my ring, I put it in here, and then it doesn't get scratched. It's zipped. You don't even have to snap the little closure, but it just looks nicer, so the zipper doesn't get caught on anything. It's convenient. So I always have this. This is with me everywhere, all the time, 100%, even if I'm not traveling and I'm just, in the city, going about my things. So I always have that. So this is it, you guys. I will post anything that I can find, the links if you're interested, or at least I will mention or guide you towards another way. But these are the items for today. This is all the traveling items that you can that you might take advantage of. I don't know if you liked any. Let me know if you have a better option or if you're using something completely different. I would love to hear your thoughts or what you use in your personal life or personal travel. I would love to hear that. But let me see if I didn't forget anything. I talked about the Kipling one. I think this is it, you guys. This is Container Store, by the way. I did want to mention that this is like the cheapest item you can do. It's a Container Store. They have a slightly bigger size as well if you need something for like wires or cables or maybe some larger items, but best thing you can buy for yourself in a Container Store. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful. Would love to hear from you again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Whoops. Bye for now.